What's up, ladies, gentlemen, and NBs? It's your boy Chris. I got my brother Matt here.
Hello, people.
Welcome back. It's another episode of the Valenti VOD. Perhaps you were watching this morning when we had a YouTube live stream for the inauguration. It got fucking pulled. It got I don't even know what to call it.
I don't understand it.
It wasn't a copyright strike. They made that very clear. They said this does not affect your channel, but it was pulled globally. I don't understand, but regardless, we're going to do a recap. We're going to talk about some of the absolute craziest fucking moments of Trump's inauguration speech, which was, in my opinion, the craziest speech I've ever heard a politician give in my life. If you hear Luigi, she's playing with a fucking ball over there. Do you think that was the craziest speech you've ever heard in your life?
I think his policies are the craziest
the
for
speech.
presidencies in my life, but it wasn't like any other inauguration speech. It almost felt like he was trying to do a State of the Union before he even started. Like, in the fact that he was trying to do, this is going to be my policy, this is my policy, this is what's going to happen. Instead, the last one, they talk about, like, the direction of the country and the vibe of the country.
That's usually the point of a inaugural address, is to recap where we're at, what we're going to do, and what the plan is moving forward, but always to kind of wrap it in the American flag. It's America, after all. That's kind of the whole point. But we're going to pull up some stuff for you guys. If you didn't watch the inauguration, we got some good clips for you. So we're going to start off here with, you heard Trump talking about it over the past couple of months, fucking renaming the Panama Canal, taking back the Panama Canal, and also renaming the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. And anything he said before the inauguration didn't really matter, because now we have it in his speech. So let's hear it from the horse's mouth. Go ahead.
Panama's promise to us has been broken. The purpose of our deal and the spirit of our treaty has been totally violated. American ships are being severely overcharged.
I don't even know if that's true, but also, I said this the last time, if they are getting anywhere in the realm of what, other international ships are, we should get a better deal.
Here's what I'm going to say to you. American ships are not getting overcharged. What he means is that American ships are not getting what you're asking for, a discount, right? The point of the deal by giving the Panama Canal for $1 was we get better treatment.
Sure.
Right? He's saying we did the deal and we're not getting the better treatment. Because of that, he's reframing it as if we're paying more than other people. We're not. We're just not paying less. And that's not enough for Donald Trump.
I don't even know if that's true, but even if, let's say hypothetically...
we're paying our fair share.
But let's just say we are paying less. Let's say we are paying less. He's just saying, I should pay less because I think we should pay less.
Yes.
Right?
Well,
and
rewind
not
just
treated
a second
fairly
or two.
in any way.
There we go.
Violated. American ships are being severely overcharged and not treated fairly in any way, shape, or form, and that includes the United States Navy. And above all, China is operating the Panama Canal.
That's a bold-faced lie.
We both know that that's not true.
That's a bold-faced lie. What he means by China is operating the Panama Canal is that China is allowed to use the Panama Canal, and just like every other nation that is allowed to use the Panama Canal.
Which was the entire design of the Panama Canal.
It's global trade. But the whole point is, when your nation is allowed to use the Panama Canal, you often have private businesses in and around the canal. He's complaining that there are Chinese businesses in and around the fucking Panama Canal. China is a giant fucking nation, brother. It's older than us. Why can't they use the fucking canal? I hate this anti-Chinese sentiment. It makes no
China,
sense.
We gave it to Panama, and we're taking it back. America will reclaim its rightful place as the greatest, most powerful, most respected nation on earth, inspiring the awe and admiration of the entire world. A short time.
Can you see Biden? He's smiling.
I know. Hold on. Keep going. Finish it.
Biden voted for Trump.
I completely disagree, but finish it.
From now, we are going to be changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America.
The Gulf of America.
Okay, so let's just talk about two things here. One, I thought we were lowering the prices of eggs and groceries.
He's going to raise the price of everything except oil.
I know, but two, my thing is this, is like, what he's talking about, reframing the Panama Canal situation as if we're taking it back from the Chinese, right? That is entirely reliant on like the propaganda, the Red Scare propaganda that like the Chinese are your enemy, the Russians are your enemy, the North Koreans are your enemy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as we've seen with like the TikTok ban, which I'm sure most of you went through, right? Maybe you downloaded Red Note or Shuangshu, I think. I'm on Red Note. I got like 30,000 followers. But the point is, we are talking to the Chinese people. The Chinese people are not my fucking enemy. They've never done anything to me. They're just
all about the government.
It's the working class. They are the working class,
it's
just like us.
All the government.
Exactly.
And it always should be the governments. With whenever you see a nation committing something that you think is deplorable, remember, it's not the civilians. Sometimes it's not even half of the civilians. It's a minority of extremists. The same way, look, in America, look at us. We have the right to criticize Donald Trump. We have the right to criticize government.
Not for long! Go ahead, I'm sorry.
We have the right to criticize our government, and that is freedom of speech and the freedom to assemble. Don't forget, 1776,
but Matt,
they weren't even allowed to assemble.
They're already attacking that because here's the thing. The soapbox in the town square, that's a long forgotten thing because we've moved on, this technological age. The soapbox in the town square is now these social media platforms, right?
Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok.
But here's the thing.
All their
everything
CEOs
you named is yeah, exactly. It's owned. All of it is owned by American oligarchs, and all of the American oligarchs are going on fucking Donald Trump and Elon Musk and fucking and Tim Cook and even Shu,
as Trump calls him, Tim Apple.
Whatever. Even Shu, our TikTok CEO, Lord, hi Luigi. They were all wrapped around Trump at the fucking inauguration. They have better fucking seats. They have better fucking seats than the guy. Regardless, fuck you! Ah! Bring up the next tab. I want to move on.
Hold on. Look, no. I'm gonna show you.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
What do you got?
Our share of that today, perhaps seeking to ingratiate them.
Oh, look at Elon.
We don't even need her to talk. We don't even need her to talk.
What are we looking at?
This is the oligarchy.
Oh, the seats.
Yeah. So here, look, you've got
Zuckerfucker.
You've got the CEO of Google, Bezos's wife. Elon was over there. Apparently,
keep going. Maybe it'll keep playing.
Apparently, Elon, the big tech oligarchs.
Into the mic, Matt.
Oh, the CEO. This is the CEO of TikTok, for example. They all had better seating than his own appointed cabinet.
Yes, and do you want to know why? Remember what I told you guys on my last video and also on TikTok. His cabinet, when we were talking about Pam Bondi, I said this. His cabinet members fear him, okay? Because if they fuck up, he'll lash out and punish them and they may lose their position or be ostracized by this community, right?
Right.
But the billionaires, they don't fear him. They're using him, right? So he's sucking up to them by giving them the good seats rather than his cabinet, who he should be historically making good friends with because they're going to help him rule the nation. But no, they're not. That's the cabinet.
Right.
You still have the
but
that's the cabinet, right, guys.
And meanwhile,
those 8 billionaires, that's the cabinet.
And here's the other thing, right? People keep thinking like, oh, how's Trump going to do this to his supporters?
He doesn't give a fuck about his supporters.
So
he left them out in the cold.
So that's exactly what I was about to say. How he treats his supporters is like this.
Truly disappointing.
Oh yeah,
really disappointing. I mean, we're all out here. We knew it was going to be cold. We're all triple layered up.
Inauguration Day on Monday is going to look much different now in DC.
Killer jacket.
Everything is being moved inside when it comes to Donald Trump and J.D. Vance's swearing-in ceremony. All this preparation you see. These large fences that wrap the Capitol.
Screw you in the large fences.
I have a theory.
I don't care about that. I don't care about that.
You're talking about them leaving everybody outside.
Yeah, you left them all.
You probably got
the
wrong ass fucking link.
Whatever.
Let me explain something about this, guys. I have a theory. And my theory is that they never were planning on doing this shit outside, okay? Never. Reason being, you guys watched the inauguration, right? If you saw, we're watching it now. that shit was very well choreographed with the choir and the music and everyone's seating. It didn't feel like a last minute, oh fuck, we gotta move everything inside.
I think it looked so much cooler for like Obama's when they were all outside and it's larger than life.
No, but I'm saying that I think they chose to do it inside for the comfort of the people that were there, to not be near the fucking dirty peasants, the dirty fucking mega rats. You know, they didn't have to be near them.
I mean, look, you know, the proof is in the pudding. Don't.
Oh, now we got the clip.
Don't measure them on their words. Measure them on their actions.
Give me some volume.
Sorry.
And there's going to be a viewing party at Capitol 101. So the inauguration is going to be moved inside the rotunda, and there's going to be a viewing party at Capitol One Arena for folks, but nobody's going to be outside.
Look at the sadness on his eyes.
So we're not going to get to see it in person then. Is that correct?
That's right.
Well, I don't like it. I mean, we came all the way from Worsted from Oklahoma, and you know, now we're not going to get to see it. We might as well stay home and watch it on TV.
Yeah, you should have.
Stupid fucker.
It's not good.
Yeah, it's actually something that we've been looking forward to.
It's a rug pull.
For historical purposes,
just like,
and being a part of it.
Pause it. It's a rug pull, yes, just like the fucking coin that Trump launched mysteriously right when TikTok went dark and the entirety of America wasn't able to talk about it, and nobody's talking about the fact that Donald Trump fucking launched a meme coin while TikTok was down and made $60 billion fucking dollars. Well, he didn't make the $60 billion, but the coin profited $60 billion fucking dollars.
So the Trump meme coins started at $10 each. They soared as high as 70, and then it fell sharply. Melania Trump had another meme coin. The meme coin was
Melania had one?
Yeah. So look, they're doing the Hawk to a Girl coin, and they're literally rug pulling their own supporters who are buying this stuff because they're not caring about like the logistics of it. I don't do meme coins. I'm not a big crypto guy. I personally prefer everybody should be doing their own research on what they put their investing in. I personally think that chips, microchips, I can understand the business more. That's also tied to Bitcoin, but I digress.
This is not investment advice.
No, of course not. I'm just saying, you know, for me, not only do I not understand the thing, I would never just chase a celebrity. You know, we have this analogy. Don't elect celebrities. Don't elect celebrities. You know, don't take financial advice from celebrities. But anyway, so he had a meme coin, and they're doing a rug pull. The coin website said 200 million Trump coins are currently available with plans to issue 1 billion. Like, that's the thing. He's fleecing his supporters time and time again.
I was about to say,
you know how much money they raised for inauguration? $200 million. Oh. And now these people who donated...
Did that inauguration look like it cost $200 million fucking dollars? No, the Chinese fucking, like, New Year's, look
that looks like it cost a
billion. Yeah. Unreal.
Okay, so we'll get off the meme coin. We'll get off this. So he's...
Oh, that's what I wanted to say. Before we move on. He's been doing this to his supporters for like 8 years, bro. The Trump bucks.
2015.
No, but remember what year? 2016 is when he started running. In 2015 he started running. Yeah. So about 10 years. Remember, Trump bucks. The Trump trading
Trump
cards.
University.
Trump stakes. Fucking.
But okay, even if Trump stakes, whatever, like, who knows what that stake is? Trump University was just his fans, and he fleeced them, and he got
I'm
sued.
trying to say he's been doing this
lost.
Forever.
Now, you know, okay, even if Trump stakes, you just want to sell your brand. Maybe it was a great stake. I didn't try it, but you know what? He didn't make them, so they were probably a good stake.
Yeah.
But the whole thing is it's his brand. He's willing to sell you garbage just to move the money from
just to make a little bit of profit
from your pocket to his pocket.
He don't give a fuck about you.
There was actually one part that I liked.
Oh, the part about putting the American flag on Mars. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
consider itself a growing
distraction.
The United States will once again consider itself a growing nation, one that increases our wealth, expands our territory, builds our cities, raises our expectations, and carries our flag into new and beautiful.
There we go. Here's where he talks
Mars.
about
Mars launching American astronauts to plant the stars and stripes on the planet Mars.
Mars.
Mellow
Mars.
And then I love this cut here.
To Elon.
Yeah. Next to Barron, and Barron looks like he's disassociating.
Yeah. He's such a nerd. He's a nerd.
He's a fucking loser.
I don't like him.
But what did you listen? Here's the thing: it's like putting the American flag on Mars. Fine, you know, you want to fucking do that. That's fine. But what about like everything else that you said you were gonna focus on when you were running for president? Why are we suddenly focusing on space exploration? And also, are you saying that the firmament isn't real, Mr. Trump? Are you ostracizing half of your base who believes that the planet is flat and you cannot pierce through the firmament, good sir? You can't do that. You can't do that.
Fuck Mars. I don't care about Mars. I want to live on Earth. Mars is dirt. I'd rather live on our pathway because clearly when he says drill, baby, drill, he's saying I don't care about the environment.
Oh, they don't give a fuck.
We just hit that temperature. I don't understand. I can't articulate the science well enough, but we just hit that temperature of centigrade where they said if we hit this point,
oh, we're cooked.
We're cooked. Fine. He doesn't care. But then you want to go to Mars? The entire point of Mars is, oh, it's a backup planet. No.
It's not that's not the point of Mars at all. It is not a backup planet.
Mars is what Earth becomes when we are fucked.
I thought that
I don't want to live on Mars. Mars sucks. Mars is crappy.
I thought that Mars was just the closest planet to explore. It's not a Goldilocks planet. It's not something that we want to live on.
So dumb. This obsession with Mars, I don't give a shit.
Into the mic!
About Mars. I don't care about Mars. I don't care about Mars. But the big takeaway is tariffs. The big takeaway is tariffs. And he's going to create the ERS. Now, I almost bought a shirt that said defund the IRS.
Why?
I thought it was funny. But
I will immediately begin the overhaul of our trade system to protect American workers and families. Instead of taxing our citizens to enrich other countries, we will tariff and tax foreign countries to enrich our citizens.
How the fuck is it going to enrich our citizens when me, the consumer, has to pay the adjusted price for the tariffed fucking good?
Yeah, like the whole thing is that Pierre Poilievre, as well as Justin Trudeau, they were talking about this on how they react, and that's why they're all flocking over to Trump because they need to negotiate this tariff deal. Now, I thought that all this stuff is him trying to get leverage in his trade in the trade deals.
No,
he's
just
also
stupid as
Chris,
shit.
Why is he doing all this stuff? Thinking big. Talking about buying Greenland, talking about invading Mexico, talking about renaming the Gulf of Mexico to the cartel. How he got to the presidency was division. He cannot get to the destination he wants with division. No, with division. He needs to do these huge things, and he's only thinking about one thing only now: legacy. Now, the legacy I want him to do is be the anti-war peacemaking president. I really don't believe that he's going to be that, but if he wants a big legacy, he wants to acquire something the size of Alaska, and that's Greenland, and that's Canada, or making the European the
all
Euro.
He's ever cared about is his legacy, and he's been very clear about that. He just wants people to remember him, you know. And the thing is, Donald, we're gonna fucking remember you, brother. We're gonna fucking remember you, but not for good reasons, my guy.
If they raise the price, of whatever by 25% as he's proposing, they're just going to raise the price on us.
Yeah.
We're going to pay it. It causes inflation. Don't take my word for it.
Trade war.
All of there's so many economists that are trusted in the economic academia world that said this will be inflationary. And if you were elected to lower the price of eggs and to decrease inflation because it was all Biden's fault, which, by the way, we know it wasn't, because during COVID, they artificially kept up the stock market, which made up the majority of it, not just the stimmy checks. You could have given 5 rounds of stimmy checks, and it wouldn't have done anything compared to what artificially keeping the economy up did. But I digress. So,
what else do we got for you guys?
All right.
Because we're running long here. Let's finish this one up.
The cartels, terrorists.
We'll declare a national emergency at our southern border. All illegal entry will immediately be halted, and we will begin the process of returning millions and millions of criminal aliens back to the places from which they came.
Criminal aliens.
We will
since he's going to declare that, I don't know if it's going to get through the courts, because when you consider something a terrorist organization,
congressional approval to declare war. You do not need congressional approval to fight against a terrorist organization, because you don't need a declaration of war. This is why he's labeling the cartels as terrorist organization, because he knows Congress would never approve with a declaration of war against the fucking country of Mexico.
I got to tell you though, like, I don't really give a shit that, if we declare war on the cartel, well, they're so embedded with the Mexican government, that's a problem. The problem is the fact. The problem is the fact that they've infiltrated the Mexican government. Honestly,
that's not our problem.
Huh?
That's not our problem.
It is our problem.
Why?
Because the cartels are behind the reason the southern border being such a mess.
That's not true at all.
100%
it is our fault that the southern border is a nightmare, and it's because we don't give a fuck about who comes and goes.
That's the "we didn't start the fire" argument. What I'm trying to articulate is no matter how you got there, the cartels are stimulating the drive and the drugs coming through, and you have to do something about the cartels. Now, is Mexico going to do it? Well, why haven't they done it yesterday? Why didn't they do it through the Biden administration?
It's because the cartels are embedded in their government, Matt.
So they have to be taken out.
So you support going to war with the Mexican government because the cartel is embedded within them and the cartel is a terrorist organization?
I think that Mexico should be some form of like sanctioned for dealing with it, for not dealing with it.
Okay, that's not what he's fucking arguing.
Well,
he's not arguing to sanction them. He's arguing to invade them.
Credit to News Nation here, because Chris Cuomo covered this.
Look, as we often do, I made a list of lines that jumped out at me. I tried to separate them by what the media will care about and what actually matters. The idea that the position of the American government, to the extent that a president can dictate that, is that there are two genders. That's going to get a lot of attention.
Oh, pull up that
really
fucking
matter.
clip.
Hold on. I just want to get his reaction about the cartels.
It's 2.5 minutes.
That much. It does in terms of our ongoing culture war, but in terms of corrections of his words, I think are a distraction. I hope that. Anyway, what stood out to me is that cartels in Mexico are terrorists. Now, again, this is verbiage from Trump. It is not law. However, that is such a huge reckoning. Many in the legal profession believe you cannot make the cartels terrorist organizations. They won't qualify under the standing statutes. But, if that determination is made and survives, it could usher in an era of beating down the people who are poisoning America more than we've ever seen before.
Nah, fuck Chris Cuomo. This fucking coverage sucks. Fuck Chris Cuomo.
Okay, where is
Fuck his opinions.
Where is it? No.
I want to see Trump when he fucking said there's only two genders.
I don't know where that clip is. Oh, I found it. Here you go.
Will also end the government policy of trying to socially engineer race and gender into every aspect of public and private life.
What the fuck does that even mean?
We will forge a society that is colorblind and merit-based.
Oh, yeah, because there's a meritocracy in the United States, right, Donald?
As of today, it will henceforth be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female.
What does he mean? It will henceforth be the official policy? That's not a policy.
What are they gonna do? Like that?
That's not even a policy.
That crazy lady. That senator or congresswoman, I don't know, where she like went around and she was like stalking that new transgender. Person, that new transgender person who just got elected, stalking them, going to the bathroom and like making sure that it just said males and females only in the bathroom. Like, I think that this plays into a larger conversation of them believing they won the culture war because they won the popular vote. So now they're just being the most aggressive, but they're still forgetting about about their followers, leaving them in the cold. Like, that's
they're
the
not
thing
forgetting.
Is culture war is not.
This is where I disagree with you. They are not forgetting about their followers. They never cared about them. This was always the plan, is no, we don't give a fuck. Donald Trump is disgusted by his followers. His followers are like the least educated people in the United States. They're all in red states. This guy fucking loves Phantom of the Opera and is raised in New York. He loves Phantom of the Opera. It goes to Broadway.
The quantity of his followers, based on the strategic map he needed, are lower in non-college educated whites predominantly, but he does have the bourgeoisie and the oligarchy that supporting him, and they needed what they would call, not us, they would call them useful idiots.
Yes, they needed the vote. I would also call them useful idiots. That's exactly what a Trump supporter is.
I think that
if you're not super wealthy and you're a Trump supporter, you're just a useful idiot.
You can go and find the data that they went and got what they would call infrequent voters, and they manipulated infrequent voters. And the whole thing is the infrequent voters should not be sold an empty bill of goods and say, come, MAGA's really going to help your life. This is what the Democrats need to get done for 2028 is they need to reclaim the infrequent voter, the working class, and the lower to middle class voters, because you need to take care of unionization. You always talk about unionization. You need to take care of these people. He got a huge portion of them, and the problem is
but he doesn't actually want to take care of them.
But when you look at all of the flaws of Donald Trump that we clearly see, because we're passionate about this stuff, all of that was more attractive than the Democrat establishment.
Oh, yeah, the Democrats failed, don't get me wrong, but you got to be so fucking stupid to think that this is the type of guy who is going to care about you and your future as the working class. Let's pull up just one more clip, and then we're going to call it for the inauguration.
How about this one? This one was scary.
Oh, yeah. Holy shit. This is after the inauguration.
This is the richest man in the world.
Thank you. My heart goes out to you. Thank you.
Dude.
I love the way he tried to cover his ass at the end.
Also, being called Roman, calling it a Roman salute is...
No, Matt, that's the Roman salute.
Yeah, you know what else it is?
Matt, that's called the Roman salute. Sig Heiling is what you say. You are doing the Roman salute. That's what it's called.
I actually didn't know the lore of that.
Well,
I thought that the Germans invented that.
No, it's the Romans, and the Germans took it from the Romans.
Oh, so he's signing. He promised that he was signing. We don't even need the sound, real quick. But this was him at the Capital One Arena.
All of those are what, executive orders?
He's signing 50 today, right? Boom, boom, boom. They've had these drafted.
What a photo op! The pen. What a fucking photo op for this goofball.
Right. So he's signing all of these, and he does his classic Trump. Boom. There you go. Witness it. But this is the other one. He's going to pardon them
all of
tonight.
the January 6th.
I don't know about all of them. I actually don't. He's calling them hostages. But
unmute it.
Okay.
So now the work begins. We won, but now the work begins. We have to bring them home. And, tonight I'm going to be signing on the J6 hostages, pardons, to get them out.
I'm curious as to who, because there were people who assaulted police officers, and then there were also people who were outside that didn't even want to cross that barrier, who were at his, when he had his rally, and there were people who were just I want to go to a Trump rally. Couldn't be me, but there were people who didn't want to cross over there, who genuinely got in trouble and didn't even go inside the Capitol. I don't know who he's pardoning.
Every single person that was arrested for January 6th fucking deserves to stay in prison. They tried to overthrow the Capitol. They will never get a semblance of fucking sympathy from me.
But there were people who were on the lawn of the border, on the border of the fencing. The fencing got broken through, and they were they crossed that border, but the fencing was broken through. They didn't know. They didn't go inside. And there were genuinely people.
I just don't believe you. I don't believe those people got arrested. And if they did get arrested, that's the story they said, and that's just not what they did. I just don't believe that.
Yeah.
But regardless, we're wrapping it up, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you drop a subscribe, hit that red subscribe button, drop a comment down below, hit the fucking notification bell, donate $7,000 to my channel.
No.
Minimum. And
no, just do 7,000 comments. Don't donate what you can.
Donate $7,000 to my channel.
What actually helps people is subscribing.
Donate